With Tropical Storm Florence continuing its assault on the Carolinas, President Trump spent this Friday night talking about Puerto Rico and Hurricane Maria, and it's a safe bet he was tuned into his cable news network of choice. On Twitter over just the past couple of hours, Trump has been doubling down on his false claims that 3,000 people didn't die on the island. He's also been quoting Fox News contributors, including Geraldo and Lou Dobbs and Ed Rollins, who are calling the death toll a political agenda, praising the president's extraordinary job, blaming the Puerto Rican government for being corrupt. Remaining with us, Tamara Keith and Josh Gerstein. Tamara, I've got this other tweet from the president. He retweeted FEMA tonight. We have created a rumor control page for Hurricane Florence that will be updated regularly. During disasters, it's critical to avoid spreading false information. Wondering if that includes the death toll on Puerto Rico. What does the NPR style book say about an era where we are covering presidents denying death tolls on U.S. territories involving U.S. citizens?
Well, at this time, we keep doing fact checks. And at this point, we check the fact before the statement and after the statement in an effort not to amplify things that simply aren't true. And in the case of the death toll in Puerto Rico, it is a slightly complicated thing because the death toll was not properly calculated initially, and the Puerto Rican government acknowledged that, realized it was a problem, commissioned an independent scientifically sound study, and that study found that there were nearly 3,000 deaths, and the governor of Puerto Rico accepted that number and made it the official death toll. And the president of the United States is saying, no, those people didn't die. It's an estimate. It is not, they have not been able to count each individual person. It is an estimate, but it's an estimate that is the official number now.
And it matches the number of families and entities who have reported missing loved ones, employees, and friends. And Josh, someone pointed out that given the pressures of the press coverage, given the Woodward book, again, Anonymous, and then Manafort, and then Cohen, all piled up on top of one another, President has no travel plans this weekend, weather forecast, chance of showers each day. What must we expect over the weekend?
Well, it's going to be interesting to see if the president manages to hold at bay the Twitter temptation, particularly on the Manafort developments. I don't believe we've yet to see any direct reaction from him, and he was very voluble, as we discussed earlier, during the trial and in response to the verdicts and so forth. So his lawyers must be working overtime, I guess, to keep him quiet about that, but the multitasking he's showing on the other fronts is pretty amazing. I saw something on the order of 30 tweets covering the situation in Florence, but as you say, you're quite right. He does seem to have the ability now to jump in on this question of the Hurricane Maria and Puerto Rico. It would seem the effort better spent on dealing with the emergency unfolding now than relitigating an emergency from quite a while ago, but the president's attentions are diverted in the way that they are, I suppose.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.